Hi everybody, it's Dr. Anna here. I want to talk a little bit today about confirmation bias. Now, confirmation bias is completely normal. It's natural. We all have it. And what confirmation bias is the way that we confirm our belief sets. So when we go out into the real world, we find evidence that confirms what we already believe. So because we've been talking about anxiety recently, I'll use an example from that. If you are really frightened of dogs, and you go out for a walk and a dog barks and runs towards you, you will interpret that, whether it's right or not, as a dog running at you and coming to attack you, or possibly coming to attack you. And that will further strengthen your belief that dogs are dangerous. If you go to a social event and you're really anxious about social events and you find them really challenging because you feel you're being judged, or you just are someone who doesn't really like them and finds them anxiety provoking, and you have a conversation with someone that feels a bit awkward, or you stand at the side of the room and so you don't interact terribly much, which is understandable given how you feel. But what it will do is when you go home, you'll say, well, no one really came and talked to me, or the one person who did talk to me, it was really uncomfortable and I don't think they liked me, and your belief set will be confirmed. So confirmation bias is a really powerful thing. We all do it. But it's worth noticing when you do it, because there's also loads of evidence that we miss because our confirmation bias is active. So, for example, when you're standing at that party, feeling awkward at the side of the room, you might miss that there is someone smiling at you who seems to want to connect. But because you're feeling so uncomfortable, you don't notice, you don't smile back, and that connection bypasses you. Similarly, the dog might have been running to play with another dog and have had no interest in you. But again, you won't have noticed that because your fear, your anxiety about the dog will have determined that you seek to confirm your belief by thinking the dog is running at you. As with all of this stuff, it's not conscious, it's not your choice, but it is the way that we as human beings operate. And as with all of this stuff, it's really protective, because if you are in a really super dangerous situation, for example, in an accident of some sort, or there's a disaster or there's a fire, then you need confirmation that that's dangerous, and you need your adrenaline running around your system to get you out of that situation. The thing is that for a lot of us, a lot of the time, those things aren't happening, and so our minds are really overactive. But notice your confirmation bias, notice how it plays out, and you'll see that you confirm loads of your belief sets every day by the way you see the world, and you miss evidence that would go against your belief set because that's uncomfortable to the mind, so we all miss it. But when you miss that evidence, you don't have the chance then to alter your belief set, or to discover that actually you don't need to be worried about the social situations, or that actually people are really interested in you, or that dogs could be quite playful and quite cute, or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. Those are all examples, but you get the point. Alrighty, see you next time.